So I've just sort of quickly restarted just to see if that will freshen things up a bit here and get us going a bit quicker and stuff. So let's see. I mean, I've just deleted that other one because there's no point having that up there as number 2. So we've got the tweet out as well, so I don't need to do that again. So let's just see how quickly we load up, and then maybe give it a couple of, if it loads up nice and quick, then I'll just give it a couple of seconds before I start, just so anyone that comes along. Yeah, so that's better. It's gone nice and green, bright green. It was sort of looked red and that, and low health a minute ago. So let's hope the site is as good. This doesn't look good. I'm already freezing up here. Mind you, I suppose I just sort of restarted the whole machine. So alright, so yeah, I hope I can do a bit better overall. Oh, I've just lost some points there for no reason. Oh well, I did press ranked at one point, I think. Oh dear, that's the last thing I need, losing points without doing anything. Yeah, welcome. I'm going to go straight in then and try and sort of get cracking. But I hope you enjoyed the first stream anyway. It was, you know, some amazing turn of events there. I should have realised on that third game, was it, or the fourth one, the last one basically, that yeah, that was a viable option to, oh, looks like my stream now is going funny again. Disconnected, have I, or not? Okay, maybe it's going to recover there. Alright, so let's go in. I thought I already pressed this here. A bit worrying. It's taking points off me before I've even played the matches here, guys. So hopefully this won't sort of do too much of this for us. We didn't seem to have any problems a moment ago, so I can't believe it's just taken points off me for nothing. Well, as I say, I think maybe when I tried to connect a moment ago, and it sort of froze. When I had to sort of restart, perhaps that's what's happened. It's started a game and then I had to leave, sort of thing, you know. Alright, here we go then. So hopefully we've got some nice and easy ones again. Silver Captain, is it? It's a pretty decent ratio though. Rising Star, I don't think I've had that opponent before. Well, I mean, if I'm honest, probably not as confident as I'd like to be. I'm not really sure. Well, I mean, I've got some things that are working for me with these kind of traps and stuff against low-level players. Now I'm getting a bit concerned about my general again over here. Obviously, for those martial blitzers down this way, the heat is on down there with that general. So, I mean, depending on how much of a lotto they do down there, you know, is how much trouble I end up in. Alright, so let's see what we're going to do. See, we've got a bit of lag on the gameplay here as well now. Yeah. Oh, well, apologies, guys. Hopefully, it'll just sort of sort itself out. I mean, it must be the network itself, you know, because I sort of restarted my machine. There has been sort of internet problems here recently, so there's actually a call outstanding about that. So sorry about that. But hopefully, yeah, we can, at least if it sort of moves steadily, then that'll be all right. Yeah, but I mean, those explosions, when they start sort of taking their time, that's a bit worrying, because sometimes it just seems to get worse. So well, I'm sort of changing tact a little bit, because I'm ending up focusing over here a little bit to try and sort of cover this sergeant, which probably don't need to worry about too much. So he's got scouts coming in. Which is a reasonably good site. Well, I suppose, yeah, he's only sort of used this. Yeah, I am one scout up on him. Alright. I was going to say, you know, it's good when they come in with scouts, but I mean, I've always got a couple there anyway, so... Alright, so let me just bring this miner this side, I guess. And then maybe sort of go up with the captain. I mean, you'll notice I haven't been doing that sort of original strategy that I was doing, was attacking all the way down with my captain. And that's because, you know, I just thought that there was probably a better techniques that I should sort of explore. I mean, the amount of times that I come down there with a bomb. But you see, yeah, what I wanted to do is maybe sort of come in on these pieces that generally are available. With cover, with a sort of fake cover, but he's busted that now by sort of getting the scout on that. I'm going to have to try and do it with the miner. But this is, I mean, the lag, well, I guess they could be getting lag at their end, because I mean, the lag shouldn't affect their time to take. I don't want to find, you know, I sort of move the screen and the next thing it's my buffer that's been going down. No, it definitely does seem to be. Okay, there we go. So, alright, so I'll just sort of press up. I guess what I may do, yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll press up with the sergeant. I mean, he knows it is a sergeant. So if I come in here and he sort of takes there, then what I may do is move up here, come in with the miner here, and then sort of try and take it. See if that works. Yeah, okay. So if I go here, see what's going to happen. Maybe put force down this way. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, what that will do is sort of allow this miner in, I guess, you know. And if there is a bomb here, he can do a job for me. Or he'll get attacked. Oh, alright. Well, I mean, I'm tempted to sort of just attack here anyway. I mean, it is a captain. I don't necessarily want to go with my colonel straight up there. I mean, I better grab this Louis. I mean, I'm down now. Alright, so he's now found that bomb. So, alright, well, what I may do is just sort of get the colonel up then, I guess, now. Try and get that. I'll cover this colonel here. But yeah, at least it's going to be turning into a bit of a challenging one here. I mean, what I may do again is sort of use that captain as cover in a moment for this colonel. Because I mean, even if I find out a big piece based on the colonel, this is what I was thinking, you know, these players that use their kernels this way. I mean, the only way I'm going to sort of try and get it to sink in is if I try and do it, you know. So basically what will happen here is that if I do get taken, you know, but something takes this kernel, then at least I know then, alright, well that's alright then, because yeah, that's made life easier for me there, so I can sort of now back off. And again use this sort of captain as fake cover. mean, what I may do, yeah, I mean, I don't need to sort of panic with it now, and it's done its job to a certain degree, that kernel. I mean, if that's the marshal, that he's going to come straight in for that, is he? Or, I mean, it's bound to be a tester, isn't it, really? I'll get another captain over there. Now, I mean, I've got the major advantage, got a Louis advantage as well. So, alright, well, if you didn't want to attack, let's see. Yeah, alright, so that's fine. So now, I mean, what I can do is just swap them back round now, this other captain, and sort of do the same trick again. And then what I may do is get a Louis over there to do the same again. So anyway, hi anyone. Oh, we've got red, but we've got one there watching. Let me know if you're watching, guys, if it's coming out to you. Sort of starting, it's moving reasonably steady again. So I'll just pull back. And then just sort of put a bit of threat there. That something's protecting. Let's see. I mean, it may be another bluff, you see, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. I mean, if it's the general, you see, I mean, this sort of trap really only works if these pieces are still here and stuff. He's sort of got nowhere to go, so it looks right. But if I've got if I've got a route out the top end, then it doesn't look as, it looks too suspicious. Ah, all right. So he's coming in that way. So, I mean, I dare say he's going to sort of come down. I mean, the exchange won't be too bad for me. I mean, it's just a captain there. So, okay, well, I mean, I might just sort of go again the other way with the captain again, this one. I mean, actually, what I should do is get the Louis out now. Let's see what that is. So there's a colonel. That's the colonel there. Let's see what he's got coming in here. Alright, so yeah, I need to be careful about those. So yeah, what I may do, yeah, is I could probably go round after that colonel, perhaps with the Louis. I've got the major advantage as well, so I could probably get a major in here, this major up here to cover in the centre. I mean, the main reason I sort of get the Louis over this side is just so I've got more cover down there for stuff, you know. I mean, I've got that captain there. And I might start to sort of move my general a little bit as well once I sort of get a fix on one of his big guns, you know. Scouts, okay, so I'm up one scout on him. And yeah, I mean, I guess I need to sort of at least get the general out into a position that's reasonably good. And I might, yeah, just tuck this major over in the centre a bit. Right, so we've got that Louis advantage. If I bring the Louis up in support of this captain, then and the major, I mean, I need to sort of alright, so that's fine. And the sergeants, alright, well, they're even, so I could just do with getting a captain back off him really now, first and foremost. I mean, there's a potential for that to be a bomb there, so I mean, I guess he's probably looking to come in for an exchange anyway. So I guess maybe I should be going up there with a major. Okay, well I'll just have to see what he's going to do just to double check. So I mean, he's got his colonel going tucking back in down there now. He's probably looking to maybe come down with it, because he knows it's already sort of been discovered. I just want to, I mean, yeah, I just need to be a bit cautious I don't end up doing what I've done in the last couple of games, which was just, well, not the last, that last one I did do actually. I went rushing in with my Marshal. But yeah, that's what I mean, sort of getting myself frustrated, even though I tend to play the longer game, you know. So what I may do is just try and get this scout up there then, and maybe get a fix on that. Or I'm tempted to sort of start chipping up here, you know, see what I can achieve down there with scouts, or sort of establish there. But I've got a feeling here. Stop. Alright, so that's a captain there. So, alright, well, yeah, I mean, I guess I should come up all three bridges with my majors and sort of chip away. He's up a captain on me, so, alright, well, perhaps I better start going around that way with a major. That captain now is a bit of threat. I mean, he's got something now coming over sort of to force on there. So, I mean, these two, I doubt very much one of them is going to be the Marshal anyway. So, I mean, what I may do is, yeah, maybe use the major here. Try and get something back. I mean, he's probably got a captain there. Okay, so he's still got some scouts. Right, so that was the colonel there. So he didn't know this was a sergeant as well. So that's not necessarily going to work. Well, what I'll do, I mean, this I now need to establish whether this is a bomb or not. I mean, he may just take with his captain, you see. So, I mean, no, he did. I'm sure that's moved though. Oh yeah, that was a captain as well. Yeah. So he's done a similar thing then. So okay, so let me think. What's the best way here? I mean, I guess I'm assuming he's sort of got his big guns. Tucked in the middle, you see. I mean, I guess I could come up with the colonel here. What's the Louis situation? So he's got probably protection in there. So alright, well, I guess, yeah, what I need to do is just try and press up here then. I mean, I think this is not going to be anything big because it didn't want to come after that sergeant. So I think what I'll do is I'll to press with that sergeant anyway. Right, well, I'm going to go for that. Yeah, okay. The majors he's got sort of covering. So, okay. You see there, this is where I think, you know, I need to sort of start using colonels now. I mean, he's probably got something protecting here on this anyway in here. So I mean, it's a case of finding out which ones are which, really. I mean, I guess I've got to get a mine again as well down that back end. But yeah, sorry if I've lost you all in the chat. Are you receiving me live and clear here, guys? I wonder. Not entirely sure what's the best way about this. So, alright, well, I mean, I guess it is sort of technically the kernels that I need to sort of go up there with. And sort of go in there that way. Maybe sort of get my miners in down the back line. What am I up on him now then? Well, no, it's sort of evens now. He's now sort of moving those out. So, alright, well, I mean, if I go with the kernels, at least, as I say, we can get a fix on things. Where his big guns are lurking. But I mean, it looks as though they're sort of all in protecting. The thing is with this setup, I'm finding, is the miners, you know, don't seem to have the miners early game sort of to do much with. So that's turning into a problem. Right, so that's gone over there. Right, I have to be careful I don't sort of lose track of everything. Yeah, and he's now sort of moving that captain out. So, well, I've got to be careful about that, because obviously his captains are now what is potentially, you know, he's looking to sort of salvage that advantage on me. So, alright, well, I mean, here then we got a potential, you know, for the Marshal or the General here. And I think, oh, did he sort of saying he's got me there on the 2 square rule? I mean, he does know it's a kernel. Oh, wowza. Well, I should have perhaps, you know, I should have maybe gone up with the spy or the marshal. I mean, yeah, that would have been the wisest bet, I guess, going with the spy, because if he was the general, he probably wouldn't have took the risk. So let's see. I mean, he's probably just going to test with his captain advantage now. Yeah. Right, well, I mean, yeah, what that does is, you see, by doing this, at least it now reveals his marshal to me. It'll also shortly, I would no doubt, reveal either a colonel or the general. So I mean, yeah, the general's probably that side, so I can come in on all of this here with my general. If I bring his general that side, and I think that's how it all works with this strategy. I start to bring my colonel up on his stuff down there, and then I can sort of come in and clear everything in the middle, and perhaps even try and sort of get my marshal down here now through the middle. So if his general comes back round, and I can sort of go in with my general up here in this way preferably. Because yeah, I mean, I think that's how they do it. You got to sort of test with your colonels on either flank, get a fix on if he's pieces, or send them either flank. Yeah, and then perhaps sort of go in the middle then, already prepared with your general and the marshal. Perhaps that's how it's really sort of just works, and you sort of bring your marshal up so that the general can't come over, and even the spy up. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way about it. So, alright, well, he's now... Yeah, I mean, that's what I want to do, is try and encourage that general around the other way. And sort of bust through everything else. Because I mean, if I move with that first, he's going to think that's the general first, and then once I sort of either get an exchange, or I mean, he's likely to sort of move everything out because he thinks it's the general coming in, you see. So alright, well, I'm going to cover the general up this way. And yeah, I do need to sort of mobilise my marshal round towards the centre as well. I mean, he's using a fair bit of buffer on each move, so perhaps the long game might not suit him. But yeah, I need to be sort of more aware of that, you know, with these colonels now, to sort of see how that works for me. Oh, actually, I probably don't want to necessarily expose my marshal here too much. He's got like spies coming in, scouts coming in, no doubt. Okay, so alright, well, if I again not worry too much about that, and then I may be able to sort of sneak in on one of his majors and stuff there. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tight one to... I mean, he's now sort of saying, yeah, you know, that he's got his general about to come over to protect. So I see, so he's now... Alright, so if I come in on these, so you move that back there, I believe, to sort of alright, so that must be the major. And then let me see, I mean, he might want to test this one first. Now, I don't believe the general is going to be on the same side in this instance as the general on the same side as the marshal in this case. I just don't think that that's what's happening here. Now, I mean, yeah, I guess I could potentially sort of get the spy up here now. He's got one more scout. So, alright, I can't, I'm pretty sure these have all moved, but I'm not 100%. So, alright, well, I mean, what I can do... Right, so that's just a Louis there. I guess I've got to get my majors into play a little bit. Now, I believe that that's a major there. So, alright, well, I come back down. I mean, I might sort of be able to pin. I mean, if that's his general over there, alright, so that's alright. So yeah, I mean, I'd like to. Is that going to be his general there, I wonder? I mean, I got a feeling the general's here now, or here it was when it just started to come over here. I mean, we know that that's a captain there. And I mean, he is up one captain. I mean, I'm tempted to sort of do some lotto in here. I want to be careful a little bit. So, I mean, yeah, we need to establish if that is the general. Oh no, that's a major there. Well, I can sort of get up a major on him then, I guess, if I go over there. If the worst comes to the worst, I'll end up with an exchange. But this actually must have moved. Well, no, it's not a guarantee. I guess I have to sort of go for it, and then if it's the exchange that happens. Oh, I see, that has moved. So if I go here, pin it. I wonder if that's a spy. Yeah, you see, that may be a spy there that's been near to his general that's now. Ah. Well. So now he's got that there. So, well, let's go in on this then. I mean, at least I'll get a major back on him. Because I mean, now unfortunately that colonel's got a bit of a route down there now. Okay, so he's doing that. Well, I mean, if he's got an exchange beforehand, then I still get the major. You see, but this is a classic example here now, because you know, I've used that colonel to my advantage and really put the pressure straight back on him, you know, and potentially here I'm going to go up a major. I mean, he's up 2 captains though. I mean, I guess, yeah, because I mean, if I went that, well, that could be a colonel, I guess. He's going to move it. Or the, you know, I mean, and then the general's sort of behind. So, well, I have to sort of do it this way, I guess, because we know that that is a major. And then if he wants to do an exchange, oh, I see. So he doesn't want to. So that's interesting. So, I mean, if I can get this now without an exchange, I'd like to sort of pin that colonel there, obviously. He has done an exchange, alright, so alright, well, let me sort of close again on that one then. I'm hoping this colonel is just going to step up to the plate here. He's probably going to look to come over and test that on that scout there. So, okay, yeah, I mean, well, if he wants to sort of test it with a scout, I mean, I've essentially given away my marshal now, you know, so it's not great. I mean, I guess I hope that he can maybe think it's a bluff, you know. Guess I could try and sort of alright, well, I mean, that's a shame. I mean, this one I got a feeling definitely has moved. I mean, that may be the other colonel as it happens. Well, I mean, it could be the spy even, you know. I mean, it's a shame I can't remember. Oh no, that was a scout, wasn't it? Yeah, that's it. It's a scout, but he doesn't want to. Doesn't want to attack it. Ah, well, actually, yeah, that was the thing. He didn't want to attack it without moving his colonel. So I should have realistically just nabbed that captain, because I do need that captain back. Well, I've got to hope he doesn't do it this time, and I hope he goes left again now. Yeah, that's a shame. That's really a bit of a waste there now. And I doubt he's going to go that way again. No. So, well, I've got to sort of come down then and try and at least pin this Louis now, I guess. We have got the fact that, well, I'm up the major on him as well. So let me start to move this major up. Because, I mean, we have got that colonel now obviously pinned. So, I can make use of the fact that I've got the extra major to try and sort of clear out. And now I guess is the opportunity to get a minor in. Start testing some of these. And I also need to be aware of obviously a spy coming in. Need to locate that. So, alright, well, that's his captain coming in down there. So, yeah, I need to mobilise here now. Alright, well, what I may do, yeah, is start to fake with a spy up here. So that he can't get across. I mean, if he's got his last... Oh, he's done all his scouts, actually. So, okay, well... Yeah, because, I mean, he's probably going to look to come in and exchange, you see. But I am up... I am up on the majors on him. So if he wants to come after that, he can do. I mean, if it's a major, then what I may do is just bring my colonel over and try and sort of pin it later. I'll have to come around with my marshal and sort of pin it. But I've got him now sort of believing that this is my spy, at least, you know. How have I managed to do that? Alright, well, I don't know if I can avoid the exchange. That'd be better. So alright, so that's his be there. Let's see if he's going to come round. Oh, well actually I may have sort of made that worse than I needed really, because he may go down into there and get that miner. Well actually if he comes down there I'll have to do the exchange. So and I guess now I guess what I can try and do again is to do the spy. Alright. Well, I mean, if it is his last major, I need to get that out. Oh, it's probably his colonel. He's got 2 colonels, hasn't he? Oh, how have I managed to do that? Yeah, so I better go fix on that. Well, I mean, I'm going to have to sort of test it. It's a shame. Forgot he's got 2 colonels. That is probably his other colonel, isn't it? You know. Yeah, I mean he's now seems to come down that way. So I mean I'm going to have to sort of fake again here, hopefully. Let's see here. Not sure exactly what's going to work if that is a colonel. Yeah, well, I guess I'm going to have to sort of sacrifice it. Start to go round this way. I mean, obviously, yeah, if he's going to come in for that. I mean, he's probably going to attack. If I go up with the spy, he'll just clear that out first before he does this. I can't realistically do that one. I mean, he's going to go for this one thinking it's the spy, so I mean if it's the colonel then I'll have to do an exchange, and then he may sort of once he's done that he may just sort of come down then. Yeah, I see. So I have to do that really. I mean he knew it was the colonel, but yeah, now actually I need to use my 2 majors now effectively to get his captains back. Sort of block him around the other side there. He's also got captains. I mean what I may do, yeah, is sort of have to sort of fake a little bit here. Maybe get him to think that the spy isn't actually here yet, maybe, or even the major. But I am going to need to use these majors. Sorry if I've lost you all in the chat, anyone that's watching. Good to see 2 of you there. I have to use the majors to actually defend up there. I mean it's handy because nothing can sort of come down that way now anyway. I mean, obviously there's potential here for a miner. He's now obviously trying to sort of stop this spy getting in the way all the time. So I'm going to need to sort of tuck it back a little bit. Just hope that I can manage to sort of get him thinking enough. And maybe use some sort of bluffing. Now, I mean, the first thing I'd like to do, I guess, is to oh right, now you see that's the other thing now, is his spies somewhere in play. So alright, I need to sort of get one of my majors up here. Start to sort of cause problems there. And also obviously get a miner somewhere up there now. That is the time to do that. I mean, his other major, we don't know where it is. So actually, yeah, that's a point. I mean, if I exchange majors with him, that's going to sort of cause problems with his captains. I need to get his captains first, really. Ah, well, that's alright. So now, yeah, I can sort of do this potentially then. And hope that it's a captain, because I need to get these captains back. That will give me a chance. It's a tough one here though, guys. I see. So he's now saying that that's his spy there. So that'll mean he'll have to sort of come back. He'll have to come round. Well, what I can do is sort of fake, just to test if that is going to be his spy over there or not. Because if I sort of, yeah, if I'm going to have to start to pull back then at least. Because I mean, at least now, yeah, we sort of identified the spy to a certain degree, if he's not bluffing. And I'm just going to have to pull back now, because if he wants to sort of do that, I've obviously got to now get some defense in. Hope that I can sort of make it in time. And let's see, might just make it. I mean, if he wants to take the spy, then that will mean that I'm up the colonel. And then, yeah, what potentially could happen here is I'll pin his colonel again that way. And if he wants to come in, yeah, I mean he's going to have to move that one out. That's it. So that's all right. And then if he wants to come in again, I can go that way. And if he wants to move in again, then I'll have them both covered. And then potentially what I could do is then sort of start charging up again. Charging up again up this way and sort of pin those again. I mean I could sacrifice the captain again and then sort of have cover. So yeah, now that's sort of coming down. That'll be either his major or his captain. So I can go round now that way. Now the colonel's gone round there again. And then at least sort of maybe sort of put some threat on that spy again. I mean this probably will be the colonel then, I guess, you know. Sorry, the major. I mean he knew I was sort of closing in on it anyway. So I'll just sort of go back round again with this. And sort of come back in the back end again. If we need to be closing on that. I mean I've got a feeling that'll be a captain who'll stop sort of using his captain first, but I mean it could be the major. So sorry about this one guys, been a tough one. Okay, so he's just doing it that way. So alright, well I've got to come around, get that. I mean if it's the major, then I'll have to sort of take that exchange, but I need to then start moving the minor up. I mean he's got his captains, you see, though that's where I'm going to be in a certain amount of difficulty. I mean I guess I could sort of lotto now. I mean where's his pins could be is you know, he's obviously got one potential there, two potential. Ah, well that's good then. So alright, so I think we've got his spy then. Yeah, so that's good. That's out of the way. That can't sort of cause us those problems. Now, I mean, he's obviously got potential for now the major to come in. I've got one of those captains back. I guess what I could do is just at least mobilise this minor now. Try and get him in there. I mean what's going to happen is he's going to look to sort of if I move this spy he'll look to sort of come in down there, and that's the colonel, so I can't. I mean the only way I can sort of move this marshal now is if I have something, a minor now. How many oh, he's got 3 minors. Sorry guys on this one in the chat, but let me know you're there and you're enjoying this one. I mean it's a tense one. Alright, okay, so he's now moving out there. So what's he got? He's got 2 captains somewhere. He's got Louis and a sergeant. And then the 3 minors. Potential bombs. 1, 2, 3. And 4, 5, 1, 2 there as well. I haven't identified any, I don't think, in this game, have I, guys? That's a bit of an issue. Well, I mean, I guess what I have to do is, I mean, if he comes in here now with a major or a captain, I'll have to, yeah, because he's then going to possibly follow it straight up, isn't he, with a captain. I mean, I guess I've got to go for this one first based on statistics, and then if this comes over, I've got to get him ready, I guess. I mean, he's potentially... yeah, he's now sort of maybe looking to defend. I mean, I hope this just keeps on with its mission down here. Yeah, so that I can then just swoop this way. I mean, I've got a feeling that's the major, because he sort of wanted to take an exchange and then didn't bother, and he's sort of now coming this way. And I mean, I think he knows, you know, that if he gets taken, that it doesn't necessarily... yeah, now you see, this is interesting. He's now looking to come over here and defend. So I'm sort of edging in on him here, and he probably thinks, well, hold on a minute, there's a back door that's available here. I mean, you know, as I say, sort of behind the pond. So let me sort of press here. I mean, I guess what I'll need to do is lotto a little bit, because I mean, yeah, if he wants to sort of go for this mine, I mean, it's not going to be the end of the world. I mean, you know, what I'm tempted to do is lotto on this first. Okay. Well, so he sort of panicked a little bit there, didn't he? And stop that miner there. So that's interesting. He's managed to do that. Now I wonder if I sort of get the movement out of this one. Ah, no, he's moving that one instead. So what I may do is just start to sort of, because he's now going to have a piece there, and then he's going to come in again. So I'm going to have to take there. And that's going to be the major, no doubt, yeah. I mean, alright, it'll come over straight away. I'm going to have to sort of fake him here, I guess, just to get the spy safe a little bit. I mean, that's a captain there, so I'm going to have to sort of go here, try and salvage. But yeah, it looks as though he's managed to sort of save his bacon by defending down there. Which is a shame. So I've got to, yeah, I mean, I've got to fake a little bit that, I mean, I've got to try and at least, you know, try and defend somehow here. So yeah, I can sort of two square rule him there. What's the best way here? I can't let him out there. Alright, so I mean, I'm going to have to maybe sort of just play it here for the time being. I mean, he's going to sort of come across all right. I mean, he doesn't know whether that one's a spy or not. I mean, alright, he's got his miners that could come in down there. So I mean, potentially if he comes that way, alright, so I'm gonna have to two square rule him there. He's still got two captains though, so it's not ideal. Alright, okay, so I can potentially sort of bluff here then and trap him, because he still doesn't know which one's the spy. So I guess I've got to sort of go for it. This way, I guess, and see if what he's going to do. Is he going to take the risk? Would he think that I would do that? Has he thought that I've been bluffing? This is the key moment, guys. I mean, if he's sensible, he'll sort of back off. But then what that would do is give me a chance. I mean, this is a key moment and he knows it, you know. I mean, he's got to take his time here. If he's sensible, he's got to play it safe, because it's too much of a risk for him. Oh no! Wowza, well. That was a shame, wasn't it, guys? I had to take the risk there. So well, that is a shame. I'm gonna have to sort of move this scout totally out here now, because so I mean, I guess we got 1, 2, 3. So I mean, I should come in on those really. Lotto in first, give me a chance. Final blaze of glory here, you know. But realistically, I mean, I think that I mean, I guess what I can do is get the scout up there to try and see which ones are not bombs. Sort of test, I guess, the two corners really, and sort of go from there. I mean, don't think that one's moved down there. All right, so that's a bomb. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. Because I'm not sure if that's actually moved down there. So alright, we're gonna have to go for it, you know. The likelihood of that being a bomb is low. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, well, well. I guess then, guys, look. The other alternative, I guess, is to make a charge final blaze of glory again with my Marshal. Perhaps he's not bombed in down there behind. Make a break for it. No, I mean the other alternative is now, I guess, to sort of just come in on these, try and pin some of these. So let's see. It's unfortunate. I mean, you know, one of the bombs obviously in the corner there. But I mean, now he's got that Marshal there to sort of protect. I'm not sure that I'm realistically going to be able to do anything. I mean, now I've got to hope that I can get him thinking carefully enough that he might run his buffer down, come in and blindside that way, which is a bit of a cheap way to win, but I've got a chance at it, and that'll be a cheeky one. But it looks as though he's not going to take any risks here. And I think that's the Marshal now, isn't it? So let me see here. Oh, okay, so I was going to see if he might have known the 2 square rule there or not, you know. Ah, well, that's handy then. So, okay. So, I mean, he obviously does have that captain advantage. But he's got 21 seconds here, and there is a chance for me. Oh, I see. So he has got the miners as well, hasn't he? So I mean, I guess there is a chance for me to maybe get a miner. I was going to say, if he comes round that way, I could try and sneak my miner around, you know. But that's obviously not a miner there now then, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I know I'm sort of hitting and hoping a bit here. Alright, so yeah, I mean, he's probably looking to come in with a miner down there. Let's see here. Doesn't look as though I'm going to be able to sort of get him. I guess actually what I could do then is sort of maybe come round on this one and see. Try and get around the outside that way. Let's Because I mean, if he moves his marshal too far down, then I might be able to sort of sneak in that way. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the only, well, 1, 2, 3. Oh, if he's got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Is that possible? I guess. Yeah, and then I guess, yeah, what I have to do is either sort of drag his marshal back again and hope that he's not bombed in. Potentially possibly get his miners. It looks as though he could be bombed in anyway. Oh no, I've just done that same. Oh my goodness me, what have I done? I meant to go around the back end. But I mean, I guess his sort of flag is going to be down in this one now anyway. So with last blaze of glory here then. And let's see here if we've got something here, just on the off chance. I mean, he's got other pieces, so I wouldn't have imagined that that's what's happened. I'd be surprised. So he would have had 1, 2, 3 bombs there. That must be where the flag was. So, alright guys, well, I did not give up there by a long chalk. Fought to the death there. But yeah, that was a disappointment. Well, Silver Sergeant, oh yeah, I think they were lower than us, weren't they? Alright, so we need a break guys, and then sort of half hour or so I'll be back, and hopefully we'll do a bit better. I'll see you soon.